No, it was a tough race, I have to say. I mean, we fought hard and it was very enjoyable sailing. I think the crew worked very hard and we went for every opportunity we could, but tactically it was a little bit harder. I think didn't always pan out the way we thought it should pan out, so that's always a bit of a disappointment. And so we were a little bit on the back foot all the time after a really good start. But then, of course, in the end, we were going for third place and sailing through the night pretty concentrated. And then, yeah, with a gear failure, with a further failure here in the morning, yeah, it's hard and to end up fifth. Not for us. I think the two nights with the light winds, I think for us were the hardest bits. We really set up south both times because we thought in the north there would be less wind. So we committed ourselves to basically, go around south and do the extra miles. But it was hard, We had good boat speed at times, so it just wasn't enough to break free and be in the lead. So every time I think Axel Nobel and also Poland came through. I think Mir Puri has some very good boat speed going on that nobody really can match. But then of course here at the end I wasn't counting on the furler to break down while we were in a really confident place to take third place. So after a few days, 4 days fighting pretty hard, it's a hard one to swallow, but it's all part of the game. Different leg, but for sure I think mentally this was a very hard leg because not a lot of sleep, and of course we were 14 guys on board, and girls of course, but 14 people on board. That doesn't make it very easy. I think the rest of the crew sails with a little bit less. So yeah, in times we have a bit of extra riding moments, but a lot of times, especially in this light weather, we carry a lot of kilograms. And but I think the purpose is to get these guys the real experience and to get them prepped. And I think sometimes a finish like this with a big disappointment is part of it as well. It's part of the sport, and we have to be proud of ourselves. They worked unbelievable hard. And I, as a little bit more experienced guy, I can only look at them with admiration, how they keep their chin up and want to keep fighting and want to get out there straight away now to Genoa and take the first place. But no, I think overall the atmosphere on board is really nice. It's so cool to see that they want to learn so fast and they're really already at a good level. Sometimes frustrating that we are still searching, to get that perfect dance together, that no communication is needed. But I think the team is close and we are all enjoying it. And then also when you have to take a disappointment or things doesn't come your way, I think the way the groups react and the first thing you do is, to grab each other and say next time better. No, I think it's at least for me, it's a very special project, and with so many Dutchmen on board as well. And I think this is going to be a good. The whole tour Europe is going to be a good experience in their notebook for their upcoming years to go. Well, that's the great thing, I think, in sport in general, but especially in sailing. Every time you get out there, you learn new things. And I think for them, it's very good to see that I'm still learning as well. I might have a few tricks up my sleeves, but, I'm still learning as well. And we're learning as a group. And I think that's the biggest lesson for them. And, and for me, it's what you learn from the group, from these kind of guys, is that they're very hungry. They're very hungry to achieve what they want to achieve in the upcoming 10 years, and that's always very inspiring and motivating.